Alright guys, what's up? This is going to be a video on my Super Nintendo game collection. I got quite a few games here. It's not a huge collection, but I mean it's big enough to make a video on it. So, first game I got is Populous. It's actually a pretty fun game, but my brother plays it mostly. It's kind of like Age of Empire a little bit, but in this you just basically try to overpopulate the other person's, you basically split sides and you try to make more. You try to just basically take over their side as the main mission in it, and destroy their buildings and all that kind of stuff. It's actually a really underrated Super Nintendo game. Definitely recommend you check it out. It's pretty cheap too. So yeah, Populous. Next, I got Donkey Kong Country and Donkey Kong Country 2. These are both great games. Really great series. I do not have Donkey Kong Country 3 yet, but I really want to get it because both these were both great games. I've beat both of these. Yeah, these are really fun games. Definitely recommend them if you're into Mario or something like that, or like side-scrolling platformers. Next is F-Zero. Yeah, this one the copy's kind of beat up, but this is a really fun racing game. It's like an anti-gravity racing game. But this is a classic. I mean, there's not really anything else to say about it. It's just a racing game. It's really fun. Next is Super Star Wars. This is basically a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up. You're not like flying or anything like that. You're just I've only played maybe 15 minutes of this game, and I was just Luke the whole time. But you just basically have a gun and you're just shooting all the different creatures and whatnot. But this is actually a pretty fun game. I got this game for $1, so yeah, it's actually a really fun game. It's a cheap game too, so I mean if you're looking for a cheap Super Nintendo game, then get that. It's really fun. The next is Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. This is my favorite Super Nintendo game of all time. It's best Super Nintendo game, no doubt about it. Just a really fun game. It's Legend of Zelda. There's not much else to say about it. It's also my favorite Zelda game too. And I got Killer Instinct. This is actually a pretty good fighting game. It's not that bad. I mean, it's a little different than most fighters, but definitely check it out. It's a pretty good game. Killer Instinct. Super Mario All-Stars. Great game. Not much else to say. It's Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3, and then Lost Levels. Yeah, great game. Then I got Mega Man X. This is one of my favorite Mega Man games. It's a tie between this and probably Mega Man 3 on the NES. But this is a really fun game. If you're into Mega Man, definitely recommend this. Great game. It's got to be in my top 10 favorite Super Nintendo games. Then next is The Adventures of Dr. Franken. This is actually a pretty good platformer. It's really not that bad. I found it for $1, so I thought it was going to be pretty bad, but because it was at a retail store, but it's actually not that bad, but it's a really hard game. So yeah, Dr. Franken, pretty good game. Then I got Wing Commander: The Secret Missions. I've only played this a little bit, but it's not that bad of what I've played. It's kind of like Top Gun on the NES, so it's not that great of a game, but I got it cheap. So the next one, this has to be my top 10 favorite Super Nintendo games. Sunset Riders. This is a side-scrolling shooter also. A side-scrolling shoot-'em-up. Really hard game actually, but 2 players, really fun. It's basically in like a western setting. Really fun game. Then last but not least, Kirby Superstar 8-in-1. Really fun game. It's got a lot of what was I gonna say? A lot of like mini Kirby games in it. Each Kirby game is like probably about 30 minutes long and has a couple of mini games in it too. But probably not the best Kirby game, but it is a great Kirby game. Actually, I don't know. I'll take that back. Actually, it probably is my favorite Kirby game, to be honest, because I've just had so much fun with this game. Really great game. I definitely recommend this game. So that's my Super Nintendo game collection. So thanks guys for watching. Bye.